Well, first, let me just say this. I remember Mama.
Yes.
And I don't remember her from a sad standpoint. I remember my mother happily because my mother was a very, very happy person. She was 84 years old when she fell asleep. I remember on Christmas morning when we would get ready to give out the gifts. Before we would do that, all of the children would say something like, you know, I want to thank God for another Christmas. And this was everybody, even the babies had to say something. And then Mama would pray. Oh. And when Mama prayed, the tears for me started rolling. So I remember my mother's prayers.
Yes.
And I can tell you a whole lot of things I remember, okay? But I'll stop there with that.
And now, receive at this time Pastor Shirley Caesar and the Caesar Singers.
Every day feels like Mother's Day.
You know, this is a very special time of the year.
She is with
I love Christmas. I love Easter. And I love all of the holidays, but
I can often hear
it's something about Mother's Day because this is in our generation, it's in our time. And God has been so good to us.
never, ever
I believe with all of my heart that Mary, the mother of Jesus, was so special to her. And it is my prayer that you will enjoy the whole day. We're not going to talk about and even think about COVID-19. We're not going to think about anything, only the good things. Whenever you think about your mom, just think of the good things. I don't have time to reflect on the sad times, and please believe me, I've had a whole lot of them. I'm the only one of 13 children that's still living. But let me tell you something. This is Mother's Day for me. This is Mother's Day. For the Lord is with me in my heart.
I can often hear
Hear my mama's voice. What did she say?
we will
We'll never be apart. Every day. Every day feels just like Mother's Day.
is with
I feel her in my heart. Oh yeah.
I can often hear
I can often hear. Yeah, my mama said when she'd say to me, Shirley,
we'll never
we'll never
be
be apart.
What was one of your favorite meals that she would prepare?
Of course, I don't eat pork now, but when I was growing up, I could not hardly wait for my mom to cook the strickle fat. We called it fatback meat back then. And she'd put them in the frying pan, and as quick as she would fry them, I'd stand there and I'd eat them all up. But my mom had so many wonderful dishes that she cooked. And from scratch, you know, we didn't have all of this stuff like we have today. But my mom could take a dumpling and chicken and dumpling, and I don't even eat dumplings today, but my mother's chicken and dumpling was just off the chain. And her pinto beans, I can go on and on and on. Don't start me, because I remember Mama. The song I want to share with you as we reflect on mothers today. It simply says when you add it all up, the real cost of a good mother's love is no charge. My sister's little boy came into the kitchen one evening while she was fixing supper. And he handed a piece of paper he had been writing on, and after she wiped her hands on her apron, she took the letter in her hands and she read it. And this is what it said. For mowing the yard, $5. And for making up my own bed this week, $1. For going to the store, 50 cents. For playing with little brother, mama, while you went out shopping, 25 cents. Taking out the trash, $1. For having a good report card, $5. For raking the yard, $2. Total owed to me, mama, you owe me exactly $14.75. Well, she looked at her little boy standing there with his hand open, waiting on money. And 1,000 memories began to flash through her mind. You know what she did? So she picked up the pen and she turned the letter over. This is what she wrote. God, son. For the 9 months I carried you, growing inside me, no charge. For the nights I sat up to you, doctor, you made no charge. For the time and the tears and the cost through the years, there's no charge. When you add it all up, the real cost of my love is no charge. Is that all right? Oh, but the nights filled with dread and the worries ahead, no charge. For advice and the knowledge and the course of your heart, there is no charge, oh no. But the toys, food, and clothes, and for wiping your little nose, there's no charge, my son. When you add it all up, the real cost of a good mother's love, it ain't no charge. You know, after that mama finished talking to her little boy, he looked up at her with great big old tears in his eyes. He said, Mama, I sure do love you. And he reached out and he takes the letter from Mama and he turned it over. And he writes in great big old letters, paid in full. When you add it all up, the real cost of a good mother's love, it ain't no charge. No, enjoying the beginning of this very special Mother's Day concert that we're bringing to you. I would have done it at home, but I forgot that they had to be at least 6 feet apart. And I don't have a big house like that. But I want to share with you another song that I recorded many years ago. And every time I sing this song, the enemy tries to bring about a spirit of sadness. But I made up my mind all of those wonderful years that I had my mama. Amen. They may not have been the best of days. I know something about grits and grease. And I so many other things I can tell you about. I remember going to school almost with my feet on the ground because we didn't have any money. But God. Somebody ought to shout, but God.
But God.
Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. Glory, glory, glory. And so I want to share this on. Brother Mike, just kick it off there. You know, all too soon, our children grow up. They move away to New York, Chicago, and other places. But the saddest thing about moving is when you forget that you have a mother back home. And just thinking about that, I'm reminded of a young man who left home and moved away to Germany. While he was there, something bad happened back home. His darling mother passed away. Nobody knew where he was. But somehow or another, the news reached him all the way in Germany. So here he is now, 2 weeks later, standing before a fresh grave with one faded rose in his hand. I see him standing there plucking the dead leaves and putting them on the ground, and I hear the song that simply says to us, petals from this faded rose is all I have to give. But Mama, I tried to make you happy while you live. Lisa. I didn't have it to give you, Mama, but Mama, I tried to make you happy. While blessed you are. If you have a mother that's sitting there with you watching this service today, mothers are special to the kingdom. Amen, amen. Let me tell you something. It's something about mothers. Mothers birth kings. She gives life to thieves, robbers. They don't know that it's going to turn out like that, but presidents are born through the line of a mother. And so I don't know about you, but if I had millions of dollars, I would line my mother's grave with gold. I know it's not going to wake her up, but something about it would just make me feel good to know that I was able to do something wonderful for my mom. What do you put on this morning? I know that you all are having a party, a listening, a viewing party. And so I want to just kind of move away from the Mother's Day songs for a few minutes, because it's something about knowing who and whose you are. Where, what, when, and why. So I got a question I want to ask. Tell me, what did you put on this morning? I
Put on the armor of God.
Tell me, what did you put on this morning?
I put on the armor of God.
I got on my breastplate of righteousness.
And the helmet of salvation.
I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. Of the Lord.
Oh, tell me, what did you put on this morning?
I put on the armor of God.
Tell me, what did you put on this morning?
I put on the armor of God.
I got on my breastplate of righteousness.
And the helmet of salvation.
I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. Of the Lord.
Shod your feet with His peace. Shoulders, cover your heart with the grace. You gotta prepare yourself for the battle, and He will give you victory. Oh, what did you put on this morning?
I put on the armor of God.
Tell me, what did you put on this morning?
I put on the armor of God.
I got on my breastplate of righteousness.
And the helmet of salvation.
I'm a
soldier in the army of the Lord. Of the Lord.
Soldiers.
You left, up, wait, oh, you left, up, 3, 4, you left, right there. You left, up, 3, 4, you left, up, wait, oh, you left, right there. You never get it with your left, you never get it with your right.
Soldiers.
You left, up, quick, oh, left, right, left, you
Right.
left, up, 3, 4, you left.
Tell me, what did you put on this morning?
I put on the armor of God.
Tell me, what did you put on this morning?
I put on the armor of God.
I got on my breastplate of righteousness.
And the helmet of salvation.
I'm a soldier
in the army.
I'm a soldier.
in the army.
I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier in the army.
I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier in the army.
I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier in the army. I'm a soldier in the army.
Yes,
I'm a soldier in the army.
I'm a war-fighting soldier. Yes, I am. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier. Yes, I am. I'm a soldier. Yes. Anybody a soldier? Is anybody a soldier? Anybody a soldier? Anybody a soldier? Can I get a witness? If you a soldier, why don't you get on your feet? If you are a soldier, why don't you wave your hand? I'm a soldier. Yes, I am. I'm gonna keep on fighting in the army of the Lord. I'm gonna keep on running in the army of the Lord.
I'm a soldier. Yes, I am. I'm a soldier of the Lord. Yeah, of the Lord. All right.
When she would fix our lunch to go to school, and she'd take those biscuits and open it up and put some meat between the bread, and we'd go to school. The children laughed at us. And so I said, well, Mama, no, she would give us a nickel or a dime so we could buy some milk to wash it down. But I couldn't hardly wait to get home from school and to reach up in the warmer. Back then, that's what they called it. Okay. To get that biscuit. Let me tell you something. I remember Mama.
Jesus, 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 Jesus. I love calling your name. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Every day, just a little softer, y'all. Your name is the same. Because whenever they call the police and the policeman comes with all of the sirens blowing, you're letting the crooks know you're on your way. But sometimes it's good to kind of just chill away and call that name. Let's call him just a little bit softer. Jesus. Okay, you ready? Jesus. I wish I had somebody. Calling your name. Jesus. 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 Every day. Your name is the same. Come on, call him again. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, how I love call him. Jesus. You don't have to call him too loud. Y'all ready? Oh! Yeah. Jesus. Jesus. Know how to call Jesus. Jesus. Oh, hallelujah. Lord, I love your name. Calling your name. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Jesus. My walking came to glory. Jesus. Every day. Oh, yeah. Your name is the same. You know what's happening when my troubles surround me, and I didn't have any despair. Lord, you told me that you'd be right there. Look like all my problems had shut me going. I'm not gonna worry about it no more. They already won. Hey, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, hallelujah. Do you love him today? Calling your name. Somebody shout Jesus. Jesus. My rock and a weary lion. Jesus. Every day. Hallelujah. Your name is the same. Jesus. Every day, your name is the
is in that name. You don't wait until the trouble comes. And so I'm going to call the doctor first.
My God.
You need to dial Heaveen. Come on, somebody. It's all right to call him while you're dialing 911, but don't make him an afterthought. Because man operates, but God heals. A praying church. Everybody that seems to be doing better with this corona virus.
Well,
Man operates, but God heals. I tell you, you know what? I'm about to dance a little bit. Glory! Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Yeah.
What can you tell those of us, those who no longer have their mother here with us?
Well, Carolyn, she may be gone physically from me,
Yes.
but she's right here in my heart. And to be absent from this frail house, from this body, is to be in the presence of the Lord. And I know that one day, and I just believe that with all of my heart,
Yes.
I believe I'm going to see my mom again. Okay. This is the song that Brother Mike didn't know anything about until my sister and I sat down. We gave him the whole story about my mama and about all of the family members. But it was something about going to Calvary that day that I talked about. Before I got there, I played church. But let me just take my time and tell you this. I remember Mama and the love that she gave. Kneeling by her bedside, I can still hear Mama sing. The people are depending on you. Don't you let them down. I remember Mama in a happy way. Yeah. We went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. You know what else? My mama kept our family together. Oh, I remember Mama. Oh yeah, our happy ways. Yeah. She packed out lunch in an old greasy bag. It might have seemed empty, but it was more than others had. She had a lot of love way down deep inside. Yes, I remember Mama in a happy way. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember Mama in a happy way. My mama is sleeping in the bosom of Jesus Christ. Somehow I know she's smiling on me right now. One day I'll see her again. How happy I will be. I remember Mama in a happy way. I remember Mama. I remember Mama in a happy way. You know, I remember my mama. I didn't call her mother. I called her Mom. Because she was the only mother that I had at that time. Since then, along the way, I picked up godmothers and all of that, but there's something about a real mama. She be right there with you while you're going through your go through. God bless you, Bishop. And I just want to just let you know that I remember my whippings. I deserved every last one of them. I told the church the other Sunday the reason why I'm standing here, I guess, with a whole head, because my mama had told me to wash the dishes. And I sucked my tongue, or my teeth at it. What did I do that for? Down behind the stove, we had a wooden box, a box where we would go out and bring in the wood and put it in the wood box. And before I knew it, Bishop McNair, my mama had reached down and gotten one of those chunks of wood and threw it at me. My Lord. And the only reason why I have a whole head is because I ducked. Those old mothers didn't play back then, and mothers, you ought not to play now. Amen. I believe that I'm who I am because I had a good mother. She didn't take tea for the fever. She wouldn't let me get away with anything. I remember we used to love to go down to church and play church. Stay with me over there, y'all. And I'd go down, I'd see the mothers hooking and checking, and I could chirp just like them. I even had a tongue just like them. But I didn't have nothing. No Holy Ghost, no nothing. On the way to hell. Mama said, God's gonna cut your skirt tail to the collar if you don't stop playing with him. So I came in from school one evening, and me and Ann and my brother Solomon, we were in the backyard playing church. And while I was out there playing, Ann said, I'm going in the house and tell Mama that you're out here playing with God. I said, Mama's on the front porch. And by the time she get here, I'll have a straight face. But by the time my mama, because she was lame on one of her legs, and by the time she got to the backyard, and she was looking out the back door at the backyard, same clothes still hanging on the line that I was supposed to have brought in. And by that time, my brother said, we're going to call on Jesus. See, me and Ann, we were the members in the church, and my brother was a preacher. He took some old glasses and put them right here on it. We're going to call on Jesus 3 times. Well, I called him Jesus. I called him the first time, and that time was all right. Hey, Jesus! And I jumped up, sat back down. But on the third go around, what I called him? Hey, Jesus! I started dancing all in the backyard. Just started dancing and leaping for joy. By that time, Ann ran. Mama standing there looking out the back door. And she said, Mama, I told you Shirley is out here playing with God. My mama said she ain't playing this time. Hallelujah! I remember Mama. Oh yeah! I remember Mama. Oh yeah! Singing that song. our African viewers, to those of you in the Bahamas, we send I Remember Mama to you.
When we think about Mother's Day, we think about Shirley Caesar.
Yeah, you know, we think about like No Charge.
Yes.
We think about Faded Rose. We
Yes.
think about Don't Drive Your Mama Away. One lady said, please sing that song about Don't Drive Your Mama Crazy. I'm going to ask Patricia to come. Bernard Sterling, my singer, is gravely ill and he's unable to be with us. And so one of the members from our church, Patricia, the singing wonder, Patricia Wortham from Mount Calvary Word of Faith Church, is going to come at this time and sing the song. And I want you to know, I know that it looks bad and they're opening up cities, but they're getting more people with the virus. As for me in my house, I'm going to stay right there in my house. Amen. And I'm so grateful to what Bishop T.D. Jakes said to all of us. Don't do it. Don't go out there, because this virus does not care who you are. Rich, poor, black, white, Jew, Gentile, red, yellow, black, and white. It will attack your body. But I come to tell you, you can make it. Patricia?
Jesus. You can make it. Hallelujah. We just want you to know. You can make it. This trial that you're going through, God's gonna fix it. He's gonna fix it just for you.
Take your time. Take your time.
You can make it.
Yes, take your time. Take your time.
I know in my heart that you can make it. Hallelujah. See, I don't care what's going wrong.
Hallelujah.
God won't let it.
Hallelujah.
God won't let it last too long. You're not in this fight alone. You can make. You ought to point to yourself and say, I can make it.
Yeah.
I can make it. I can make it. Broken promises.
Yes, yes.
And shattered dreams.
Sing, Trick. Sing, sing.
No hope,
No hope.
it seems. Still, I believe that I know that I can make it by faith. I'm leaning the King, and I will survive.
Yes, sir.
I know that I can make it. I can make it. I can make it through gonna be alright. Yes, as long as the Lord is on my side. Everything I know. Come on, you ought to prophesy to yourself and say, I can make it through sickness and pain, sunshine and rain. I know that I'm standing on His word, so I can make it through my heartaches and storms. When I feel all alone, I know in my heart I will. Just as long as the Lord is on His side. Hallelujah. Everything. I might be alone, but I'm not lonely, because the Lord is on my side. Yes, He is. He's standing right by my side. Hallelujah. And He's covering your family. He's covering your friends. He's covering everyone that's connected to you. So just as long as the Lord is on my side. He's more than anybody against you. Yes, He is. As long as the Lord is on everything I know will be alright. I can make it. Tell yourself today. Come on, tell yourself. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I can stand this storm. Hallelujah.
I will make it.
And you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. The song says, if I could hear my mama pray again, if I could only hear her tender voice again, how happy I would be. How happy I would be. It would mean so much to me. It would mean so very much to me. If I could hear my mother. If I could hear my mama. Glory to God. My mama. Pray again. Oh, pray again. You know what? I don't know if you know this one, but she used to pray that on Jesus would rely and always walk the straight and narrow way. She prayed that I'd find Jesus, and I would never forget that day. If I could hear my mama, yeah, my mama pray, again. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh my Lord. I just got to beat you. Oh, Lord. Hallelujah.
There was a mother.